Hello humanoids, welcome to Halfling Hobbies. I'm Halfling Hannah, and today we are going to go ahead and be super late to this party because we're going to look at the starter set for Dungeons & Dragons and the essentials kit for Dungeons & Dragons. And yes, I know, everyone's already done this, but honestly, I got really curious as to what is in here and what, as a veteran DM, maybe I would add to these before my first campaign session. So today we're going to look at both of these. We're going to decide which one a new DM might want and if there's anything that's missing that obviously is optional but might make your first campaign experience a whole heck of a lot easier. Before we do this though, I have a 30-second announcement. So if you do not care whatsoever, go ahead and hit the little 30-second skip thingy. But for those of you who are subscribed to Halfling Hobbies and enjoy what I'm doing, I want to tell you thank you so much. We are at 700 subscribers. We are almost to our first goal of 1,000 subscribers. And when we get to 1,000 subscribers, I have something really fun planned. So share this channel around. If you're not subscribed, please do so. I'm super excited to hit this goal and show you what I have planned. Also, I have a Twitch stream. No, it is not a D&D campaign like a lot of you have asked for. I'm sorry, that's coming, just not quite yet. This one is called Roll for Review, where we're looking at RPGs that are coming out on Kickstarter. We review them and tell you which ones are worth taking a chance on. It is super fun, and I think that if you like D&D, you'll definitely like that stream. So I'll leave all the description for that in the description down below. So check us out at 7:30 Central Standard Time every other Tuesday over on Twitch. Now, let's get into opening these kits and seeing what we have. Here we go. Alrighty, so let's start with the D&D starter kit. This says that it's everything you need to start playing the world's greatest role-playing game, and this one comes with just the bare necessities. But the thing about this that I think is pretty cool is that it comes with 5 pre-generated characters, each with a character sheet and the reference material that you need to run it. So the cool thing about this is that you should be able to just take these character sheets and use them for your first character. So we have some nice plastic dice. Oh, this is what I was excited about. You have the Lost Mine of Fendelver module that looks like it has all sorts of great resources and materials and maps and things in it. You have a rule book, which is just the basics for everything that you need for the rule. Again, all of this in that zine style. Feels like it's just the back of a magazine. And then here are our pre-generated character sheets. We've got a fighter. We've got a wizard, a rogue, and then we have a cleric, and another fighter. And each one of these, it looks like, is a different race as well. Yep, you've got a dwarf, a human, a halfling, another human, and an elf. All of your classic ones there that you can add a name to, and everything is already filled out. And that is it. That is everything that comes in the starter set for Dungeons and Dragons. Alright, now let's take a look at the Essentials kit. Now, this one is everything you need to create characters and play new adventures. So, ideally, I think what this is used for is to be the next step after you've done the starters kit. So this has a new adventure in it. Ooh, we have new dice that have extra D6s in them, which is pretty neat. And this one comes with the new adventure, Dragon of Icespire Peak. This one is actually a little nicer done. This isn't necessarily the zine style. This is actually feels more like a soft cover book. And again, all beautifully illustrated with maps and all sorts of adventures in it. Absolutely beautiful. Ooh, we have an Essentials Kit card holder. Initiative tracker cards, so you can give everyone an initiative card. So I'm guessing these are just perforated. You take them apart and you can hand each one of your players their initiative. That's actually kind of cool. I haven't seen that. Ooh, you even have, these are neat. You have condition cards as well. So if a player becomes restrained, you can take this off and you can give it to them. And on the back, it tells you everything that happens if you have that condition. Let's see, are these all the basic conditions? They are. That is neat. Next, you have NPC cards, beautifully illustrated. All of these have their names, personality, ideals, bonds, and flaws. These can be, this one is sidekicks. This is magic items. So if you saw my last video on making playing cards for magic items, they kind of did the same thing with this, where it's a card and it has your magic item on it that you can just give to your players. Or you could have them pull it if you wanted to. So there's, wow, there's a lot of these. Okay, this is pretty cool. I kind of dig this. There's a lot of these. Ooh, and quest cards. These are quest cards. So it looks like there's just some random side quest stuff that you can do. That you can give your players these cards when they get that quest. And then they have everything that they need right on that card. That's pretty good. Next, we have the Essentials Kit Rulebook. This looks like it's the player's handbook, only a little bit shorter, a little less stuff in here, but yeah, you have spells. It's good quality paper, too. You've got spells, you've got your equipment. Yeah, I'm noticing all of this looks very much like the player's handbook. So you essentially get all of the important information from a player's handbook in this one. That's pretty cool. Ooh, a little Dungeon Master screen. This is all of the information that's on the normal D&D Dungeon Master screen. I actually have one right here. So this is the hardcover. And you'll notice it's in color, but it's pretty much the same. The only difference here is that instead of the NPC section that I have over here, we have NPC cards. So instead they put in some more basic rules. Because again, this is supposed to be an essentials kit, which means they're assuming that you still need quite a bit of help with the rules. So you've got a really nice little paper DM screen, but it would definitely do. And then in here we have blank character sheets. Now you're getting to the point where you can make your own character, which is why in this one they give you the player's handbook essentially so that you can make your own character. Very, very cool. And then of course at the bottom you get a unique code. I'm not going to show you my unique code to get 50% off if you go to D&D Beyond, and a very nice full color poster map. That is everything that comes in the Essentials Kit, and if I'm being honest, I am kind of stoked about these. I think this is super cool, and it doesn't matter if you're a first-time Dungeon Master or if you're a Dungeon Master who's been doing this for years. This stuff is pretty neat. Alright, humanoids, so let's break these down and see what they need to make these a viable option for brand new DMs. So let's start with the starters set. So the starter set was underwhelming to say the least. You get a very, very small portion of the Dungeon Master's Guide. I would say almost a useless amount. Whereas you can get the basic rules for D&D 5e for free online, and I think you actually get more there than you would in here. You do, however, get the Lost Mines of Phandelver zine-style adventure, which I absolutely love. I am genuinely excited about this, and this is high quality. It's got all of your monsters, it's got all of your maps, it's got everything that you need to run the story of D&D in a very linear fashion. However, if you want any NPCs that aren't in here, you want any side quests, you want any loot, you want anything else, you're gonna have to come up with this, and this does a poor job of preparing you for that. So I would say that in order to run an actual campaign, if I was starting from absolute scratch, I would need a DM binder to go along with this in order to feel comfortable running that. Did you say you needed a DM binder? Well, why not get one from today's sponsor? Oh wait, I don't have any sponsors. Well, you can get my DM binder that I made myself, that no one else made or pays me to promote. You can get that over on Patreon. For just $5 a month, you can get in on Patreon, where I am constantly uploading new DM binder sheets. I'm doing random event generators for urban environments, for ocean environments, for cities, for forests. We're doing NPCs. I've got new NPCs coming out. Anyway, all sorts of really useful DM binder pages over on Patreon at Halfling Hobbies. And shout out to my Patreons that are already over there. Love you guys a lot, and back to the video. Now, positives about this is that I love pre-generated characters. I do love that they put that in there because honestly, we lose a lot of brand new players to the player character creation process. It is intimidating, it is scary, and there are so many options, it's hard to manage. If you are wanting to start a game of D&D with brand new players and you are a brand new DM, I highly suggest that you give them pre-generated characters. However, you don't need the starter set to do this. You can do that for free at D&D Beyond. The free level of membership there is where you can actually generate character sheets already filled out. You can pick your race, you can pick your class, you can pick your level, and then it fills out everything else for you, which I think is a fantastic resource. So again, you can get everything that's in here for free online, except for the actual adventure, which I do think is well worth the $12 that I spent to get this. I am excited about this adventure. Now, let's talk about the Essentials Kit. Now, like I said, I'd never opened one of these before. I've never even seen one of them opened. I went into this completely blind and I was blown away. I am so excited about the quality of this adventure that we got. It isn't a zine style. It is an actual like paperback copy style of this adventure that looks great. It's absolutely beautiful. And I'm also really excited about these cards, about the magic item cards, the NPC cards with their beautiful art, the conditions cards to help you remember what different conditions do. Everything about these is just really cool, the magic items. I love these cards, and I don't care if you're a brand new DM or if you have been DMing for 10 years. These are worth the purchase, and this is worth the purchase. It is incredible. Yes, it comes with some character sheets in here that you probably don't need, but even the little player's handbook that's in here, that they call the base rules, it's the player's handbook. They give you the player's handbook in here for $19.99. So worth it just to have that on the table that people can pass around to look over the rules, make sure that they're getting the equipment for the right cost or whatever, instead of having your nice hard copy book around all that drink and all that food and all those Cheeto fingers. Totally worth $19.99 for an adventure, for all of these cards, for a nice set of little plastic dice. They're not amazing, but they're not bad. And to have a player's handbook that can get dirty and you don't care. Totally worth $19.99. If I was a brand new DM coming to this and buying this, honestly, I don't think I would need much more. Obviously, there's things that you can improve on as you go. You can upgrade, get some miniatures, get some maps, things like that. But as a starter set goes, the Essential Kit is the way to go. Use pre-generated character sheets on D&D Beyond, and there you have it. This is where the value is at. I absolutely love it. So what do you think? Are you a new player? Did you buy one of these? What'd you think? Was it super helpful? Was it not as helpful as you hoped it would be? Or are you a veteran DM now looking at this going, I think I might give that a try? Let me know down in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you haven't. I'm super excited to get to 1,000 subs. And until next time, my friends, may your game have advantage. Halfling Hannah here, signing out. Which one do you like better? The Essentials Kit? Yeah? You like the Essentials Kit? What about the starter set? What do you think of the starter set? Is the starter set good too? No? You like the Essentials Kit? Is that what you're voting for? Oh. Yeah, smell them both really well. What do you think? Still Essentials Kit, huh? All right, well there you go. The DM Kitty has spoken.